All right, guys. Welcome to Dead True Podcast. I'm Jimmy.
Hey, and this is Casey.
We got Miss Cindy with us tonight. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna kind of get the thing started tonight. First of all, I'd like to send prayers out to Dustin's family. I got my Dustin shirt on tonight. Got my little cartoony thing. Got my garden on Dustin. Okay. So I would like to have a little moment of silence for his mama, and if y'all could please say a word of prayer. All right, guys. So what we got going on tonight? We got Miss Cindy with us.
Hey,
She's like
Cindy,
a whole
welcome to the
show within
show.
herself. Yeah. Can you hear us, Miss Cindy? Barely. Okay, perfect. So, Cindy, what actually got you started following The Walking Dead? I know you used to be a stalker before you were a tour guide. Whatever. You always playing.
She got jokes. Oh yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Go lay down. Go lay down.
Hmm.
Yeah, I remember before I started doing it, I remember seeing Cindy's picture because Cindy done it before I did. She was like one of the original stalkers.
Oh wow.
So like I was I was sitting at home and I remember seeing the pictures from the Clear episode, and Cindy was taking pictures of Andrew Lincoln. And I looked at my wife at the time, and I'm like, "That's kind of fucking cool." And anyway, that's the first time I seen her. But we started doing it too. Therefore, after I think we were doing it like right there at might have been a little bit before. It was the arena scene. But like we went out.
Go lay down, Jim.
Yeah. It was like sometime in there. But I remember meeting Cindy for the first time at some. It was like it was on the side of the road somewhere. I remember because we used to have those fans that were like crazy, and Cindy's like, she's like, I can't deal with this shit. On the street, I was like, oh, I was like, that lady's something else, boy. So the more we started hanging out with her, she actually started working with Atlanta movie tours. And how did you actually get that job? How did you actually go about that? You begged. Yeah. True
Back
fact,
then
though.
they did extras and stuff like that.
Yeah. True fact though, Casey, me and Cindy is the only two original tour guides. We're the only two left.
Really?
Yep, we're it. Yep.
Wow. Wow.
And me and her go way back. Even before me and you, Casey. Can you
Oh
believe it?
yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
That's
crazy.
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 That is
Yeah.
crazy. Well, I can attest that too. She's a people person, and I can attest that she's a hard worker because
Oh yeah.
I definitely have seen that all the years I've known her.
Definitely.
I love you too.
So I'm all right for a
Jimmy's
white
all
girl. I
right.
admit I'm all right. I'm just okay. Um, damn, Cindy. You got me flustered. I ain't never been
You
flustered
get
on here.
red. You get red
Hey,
again.
yeah, she got me flustered. It's okay though. Hey, what about Walker Stalker 1? What was your favorite thing about it, and what did you not like about it? And let's just move forward with it. I know the part. Yes, I'm talking to you. You got the scoop, girl. Walker Stalker 1 when we first got. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yes, ma'am. Yeah, 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 uh, yeah, yeah. I think it was always a shit show. We're having a little technical difficulties. Okay. Yeah, they're saying they can't hear you. I think we can hear you, but I don't think they can. I think Kevin's kind of working on it right now. Just give it 1 second. What we got going on, Mr. Kevin? Sorry about that, buddy. Did that help at all, y'all? Evidently not. Can you still hear us? I think
Yeah,
it
I don't
just
know if
broke
it's
down. Yeah, I think we lost Cindy.
Facebook or yeah.
Yeah, I think we lost. Is she back? Can we hear her? It's the first time this ever happened, so kind of bear with us.
How's that?
You got a little echo.
Yeah, you have to mute one of your.
You got to mute either the phone or the other.
Mute the
Just
phone.
1 second. Yeah, mute the phone real
Okay.
quick. That's better. There we go. We got you. Can everybody hear Miss Cindy?
Hello,
Check,
hello. Yeah. Check, 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 check. Will the
check.
first lady say, please stand up?
All right. Let's see. She's is frozen up on our end.
Yeah.
I cannot
Plus,
hear
there's a
her.
little delay.
Yeah, there's always a
It'll
little
be
delay.
audio or video, one or the other.
Yeah, it's either one. I mean, we'll keep rolling with it. I just
Yeah.
kind of tell people what you're saying.
You can just use your phone if you want.
Can you not hear me?
We can, but it's something with the
Yeah,
stream.
yeah.
Oh,
It's like
Victoria says they can hear you now.
okay, cool.
Cool.
We're good to go.
Very
We're
cool.
good to go, Miss Cindy.
Thanks, Victoria.
Thank you, honey. Appreciate you. You ready, Cindy?
So go ahead,
Okay,
Cindy.
so
You were
they
talking
can.
about your vibe.
They can. Yeah, they can hear you now. Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
Also, yeah. And there's a link at the bottom if y'all want to go to that link instead of Facebook because Facebook's kind of messing up on you. You might be able to hear it a little better there. Just let you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right. know where I was. So, just about, the first one, it was really, really good. I really did not want to go to the show from the get go, way before we started. I didn't like it. I didn't. So, the first one was really good for the fans. It was fan friendly. It was, they lived up to the, for fans, by fans, and it was just really good for a first convention. But
Yeah.
as it went along, that's what I said just a little bit ago. Every year that it went, it just, in the last 2 years, it was just a shit show. It was horrible. I will never put money in anything that one of them has anything to do with.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, to be honest with you. I worked for both of them, I want to say the first and second convention. After that, I pretty much bailed out. I'm not going to say the reason why. I mean, most people can kind of figure it out, but I just didn't like the way it was heading, especially without, Eric was awesome, man. Eric was a great guy. And
I did like Eric.
yeah, Eric was always a sweet guy. And I didn't, I didn't know what to do, and I talked to Eric about it, and Eric's like, "I'll take care of you. Just come back." And I'm like, I don't think so. I kind of let sleeping dogs lie. I didn't go for like 2 or 3 years, and then when I came back, they pretty much took care of me. But it was always Eric, and there are some other people that work for them as well hooked me up. But
Mm-hmm.
For that aspect of it, that's why you never seen me volunteer anymore, because I didn't like the way they treated the volunteers. So.
Cindy, you
Yeah.
volunteered
There
for
was
him too,
good
right?
people working for. Who, me?
Yeah, didn't you volunteer for him at a Walker's?
No.
Okay, you
No.
just worked the booth. You worked your booth.
Yeah, just Atlanta movie tours.
Gotcha.
We always had the booth there. So
I gotcha.
yeah. But it's turned into, it seemed like, and it's just a big Ponzi scheme. And, I don't know if you guys, I know you guys read the article that came out today on his newest venture.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what direction she's going with this.
Yeah.
Are you going to say it, or you want me to say it, Cindy?
We'll just call it the humpback camel. How about that?
Yeah. Well, I think he came out with a story today saying that Norman Reedus, well, not Norman as a person, but Daryl Dixon was bisexual. Yeah, and that was put out by crookedllama.com, and that's their story. I mean, that's theirs. So I'm not going to say whether it's good or bad. You'd be the decision maker on that. Crooked Llama reported it.
They're not just
I
passing
don't
it
know.
along.
I don't know, but I know for a fact that it was on their page, and it was put on by Crooked Llama shared it to Walker Stalker's page. Walker Stalker put it out too. So
Okay.
Walker Stalker, I don't know who owns Walker Stalker right now. I think it might still be James, but I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I
I don't
think-
know.
Yeah, it's still in the paperwork.
Yeah, so I mean, it very well could be. I don't know.
It's public record. That's all I'm gonna say.
Gotcha.
And I'm nosy.
You nosy.
Hey, if it can be Googled.
You just know all the ins and outs, man. You know more ins and outs than I do, and that's saying something.
Though, Jimmy, here's over, at 50, 57 years old, I learned, if you listen to people, you can learn a lot more than, without asking questions. In my philosophy, I'd rather know what I know and what. So.
Right.
Yeah, I totally understand. Yeah.
Yeah. I hear it. Yeah, I agree. It's just not the same as it was. I mean, the first
Right.
Walker Stalker, I backed them on Kickstarter for their first one, before all this. And that's how I got this photo opportunity. So, I mean, I'm forever grateful for that opportunity. But, I definitely agree. It definitely lost its, fanfare. It seemed like it was for the fans at first, but then it
Right.
did seem like it kind of took a turn for the worse, unfortunately.
Well, I
Go ahead.
definitely feel the same way, Casey. I really do, buddy. I'm sorry for interrupting, but yeah,
Oh, no, you're good.
I feel the same exact way. you know, I also donated to the Kickstarter. I think he got more. You know, me and my ex-wife, we both did it, and we sent him about $60. I don't know how much you sent him, but remember we were supposed to be on his plaque and everything, and
Oh yeah, we were on the page for like, but I don't think that page is up anymore.
well, it pays like a day.
Yeah, I think it was like the About Us page for a little
Yeah,
while, but
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
it's
We were
gone.
all on there. Yeah, it's
Hey,
like thank you for the money. See you, bitch.
right. Hey, it was a good deal though. That Kickstarter, because I paid $100 for like the VIP treatment.
Yeah, yeah.
You can't go to Walker Stalker for $100 nowadays.
Well, you know, I can't complain either. I'll be honest with you. They let me volunteer in Andrew Lincoln line all day. I got to spend
Yeah,
like
you
what,
did.
15
I
hours with
remember
him.
that.
So
Lucky
yeah,
dog.
yeah, it was pretty cool.
And for all the wrong and for everything for me, and this is personal opinion, okay, that man represents everything that's wrong, you know, to go about. But for everything like that, had it not been for Walker Stalker Con, I think, you know, the tourism business would not have, you know, I wouldn't have had the job that I have grown to love, you
Mhm.
Yeah,
know, met the cast members that have been so good and gracious to us
Right.
yeah.
as fans, you know. So I do have to give him a little bit of credit for being able to pull that together at
Sure,
the
sure,
beginning.
sure.
You know,
And it,
I
it made
just
connections for Oscar to do Dead Camp now, you know? So, I mean,
Oh,
it
yeah,
is cool to see a little good come out of it, you know?
and I'll be
it
honest with
is.
you. I'm loving Oscar and Casey putting together that dead camp. I'll be
Yeah.
honest with you. I think that's what we needed. I think after Walker Stalker, that's exactly what we needed.
Yep.
And I can't support them any more than I am now.
I know.
They're kind of an
They did a
awesome
really
couple.
good
So
job. Yeah.
yeah, truly
And you
agree.
get to see your old friends, you know. You know, we get to see, you know, the ones that have been there from the beginning,
Yep.
or you can count on those 2 or 3 dozen people to show up at all of these events,
Yep.
and that's always fun. Like to me, it's like a family reunion.
It
I love
is. It was great to see you guys again after all these years.
Oh yeah, it's pretty awesome. I ain't gonna lie.
The camp was so much fun. It was so much fun.
Hmm.
I loved it. So
Love
Oh,
you too,
Casey's
Miss
online
Casey.
too. Hey,
Yeah, she's
Casey.
actually talking about us right now. That's awesome. We love you, girl. Thanks for letting me eat in the green room. I really appreciate it. It made Dustin really mad, but it is what it is.
I think you live for that, Jimmy. You ain't sorry.
Hey,
You live.
it was cool though. I've never seen Dustin jealous, but it was cool.
you go eat in the green room. Oh yeah, you did, didn't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
see me. Casey told me go in there and then eating there. I was like, oh, okay, so I wasn't eating there. She took care of me. She always does.
I was the
Yeah,
green
she
room
is.
Jacob's table.
Yeah, Jacob's table. Yeah.
Oh, I can't talk
Yeah.
enough about that food.
Oh man, and Jules is she's just a good human being. I don't know, do you guys know Jules that owns
I
Jacob's
do
Table?
not. Is that I do not. That's the owner, Jules.
Yeah, Jules and Brian. Yeah, they are just good people. Just
Oh
good
yeah.
people.
Good. Good to know that.
I
I
know I
will
keep
tell.
side. I better get back on topic here. Oh God,
I will.
I know that.
Hey,
You know
Casey, I will tell Dustin to leave me alone. I appreciate that. You got my back. I know
I got you back. I got you back.
it.
I got my axe.
Hey, you gonna chop him up, and the other Casey gonna block him off. There you go.
That's right.
what are your guys' opinion on the way that the conventions are going now, with it be going virtual and having to be, you know, with the plexiglass and all that mess?
Well, I
What
can
do you
see
think
the.
about it?
I'll go first, and I'll let Casey go. Unless you want to go first, Casey, or whatever.
Oh, go ahead. Go
Uh,
ahead.
Okay. I would do the plexiglass. I would never, ever, ever, ever pay to do something like Skype for a max amount of money with them. I wouldn't do it. I just, how are you supposed to get, you know, if I want to go for autographs, how am I supposed to do that? I don't want to send some money off and then mail it to me. There ain't no fun in that.
Right.
Well, you can do that for free, I think. You know, send a
Yeah, I can
self-addressed.
do that.
Do they still do that nowadays? Not just Walking Dead, but
Well, I'll be
celebrities in
honest with you. I know Alex Trebek was doing it up till he passed away. I know
Well,
I know
obviously,
Well, you can't do it now. I mean, you'll never get back. I mean, but you know what? Tim Allen still does it. Tim Allen, you know, he still signs everything.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but there's only certain celebrities that do it. And you go on like ttm.com and look up the pages. They'll give you a listing of celebrities. And what's up, Oscar?
Oscar, what's up?
Yeah, they'll actually give you.
Yeah, he's on the Facebook. What's up?
Oh yeah. So they give you a list of what celebrities do it through the mail, how long it takes. That's generally what they'll do. But my whole thing about it is, if I'm gonna pay that much money, the person's gonna be in front of me, or she's gonna be in front of me. And
yeah,
I just wonder if this is going to be the new norm, or if after, you know, as the COVID runs its course, if things are going to go back to where there's going to be face to face and meet and greets and that again, or if there's or if it's going the direction of, you know, virtual.
Right. I hope it gets back to normal. I guess it really just depends if this becomes seasonal or not, you know? And it's going to be not only pressure from the actors themselves, but pressure, you know, who knows if the studios will prohibit them from doing stuff like that, you know? I mean, they're on contract.
I mean, it was a lot harder to see any filming this year just down in Alexandria. I mean, you know, you could see, but nothing like what it used to be.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah. Well, I was doing that live the other day, and I looked down the street, and you could literally see the woman running toward me like the old days, and I was like, "Oh, gotta go."
Got too close.
I was like, "That's my cue. I'll see you later. That's somebody's personal assistant coming up here. I'm leaving."
Yep.
So that's your cue. My cue is usually somebody waving a clipboard in the air trying to get my attention, and I act like I don't see them.
Yeah, I'm like, I gotta
go. We go.
So, was Mr. Casey? You gonna answer Cindy's question about the convention thing?
Yeah, I'm with you on that. You know, well, I'm not a big autograph person. I think to me, like the new autograph is a selfie. I'd rather get a photo op with the actors. But I'm kind of with you. I don't think I would want to pay for a virtual experience. Now, if there is something they could do, like if you could record the session, maybe, so you can like at least show it off and prove that you did it. And then it just, to me, it just goes on how long this lasts. I mean, if, you know, today I might not want to do it, but if this is going on 3, 4, 5 years from now, I probably would, you know? So I guess it just depends on how long it lasts. And just like when we did photo ops with Cooper at the dead camp, you know, we couldn't stand next to him. You know, we had to have the little props in between us, and he had his face mask in between shots. But at least you got to talk to him and you know, interact with him. So
yeah, at least he showed up. I mean, that was a big thing. I mean, that was really cool of him just to do that, because a lot of them didn't. So, and you know, I don't know. Now, I got to ask you this: you done the tours just like I have through all the years, Cindy. What was the craziest fan experience you've ever had?
Let me think. Are you talking about on tour, or are you talking about, what are you talking? Give me.
Let's do both of them. Let's do stalking and the tour. Let's do stalking and the tour.
Well,
two separate stories.
Well, I will tell you this, Jimmy. You may remember this when they were filming, and this is one of those things where I'm a veteran, and I have seen some crazy stuff, you know, in bars. But this is one of those that made my brain almost go in reverse. In Sonoa, while they were filming, you know, the Woodbury scenes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Before they, you know, the alleyways were open. Do you remember that, Jimmy? Before they blocked them off, where you couldn't, you know, if you were behind the businesses, you could walk up the alleyways, right? So we would, well, I say me, I would run down between, you know, and go. I was a lot thinner then, so I would run down down and go up the alleyway and snap pictures real quick, and then woo, right back. So that's the first time I saw Tyrese and Sasha. I got an accident. I didn't know who they were, but I knew that they were in the same ward.
Oh, cool.
There was a lady there, an older lady. I don't know who she was. Jimmy, were you there, Jimmy? I believe you were. I believe you were there. You and Marlene were there. I'm not 100%. But there was a lady there who sat down. We were sitting in front of the bed and breakfast, on that wall. And a lady came up and said she had installed a camera in her bra and was going to go down and sneak in there and just start trying to snap pictures. She had a hidden camera in her bra. And I remember thinking, man, you're crazy. But at the same time, I was trying to figure out when the next time I could run down the alleyway to take my picture. So
I never met the titty picture girl. I never met her. I never met her.
I would have pointed her out, Jimbo.
I'm sure I would have pointed her out.
There was the lady that put her kid in the drain pipe there.
Oh, I remember that. I remember that. Yes, yeah. I remember that. Yep.
Yeah.
I remember that. You remember?
Do you remember the lady that climbed the tree there and fell and broke her leg?
Yeah. I heard stories. I didn't see it, but I heard stories about it. Did you remember that lady when we were at Noonan Hospital where Beth died? There was a lady screaming at everybody, and I remember Sean Gitek. His mama, did the lady cuss his mom out? Sean's a huge guy. I mean,
I wouldn't do
huge.
Yeah.
And he's like, you can talk to me all you want to, but you don't cuss at my mama. And I'm like, I'm walking the other direction. I'm literally leaving. I'm like, I'm not being a part of this. I got the hell out of there. Cindy was just left over there by herself. I was like, no, that's a big dude.
Because this what I'm saying. You take a chair and sit down, and it's so fun to watch other people because they get so territorial, and it's like, oh, this is my show, and you can't sit here and watch it. And I've been doing this for 2 years, and I remember thinking, okay, well, I've been doing it for 8, so let's not talk. The lady jumped you, Jimmy, down there.
Remember? I've been jumped a lot.
All the way down. Yeah.
I've been jumped a lot.
What?
Yeah. Well, the thing was, we were standing across the street from the hospital. Me, Sean, Geetate, and his girlfriend, and Lauren Cohen drove up, and she said, "Come across the street." So we went across the street like she told us. She signed her stuff. She took a picture with us. We walked back across the street, and this woman freaked the hell out. I'm not talking about a little bit. This woman freaked out, and keep in mind, I never stood in that, like she's saying she liked to watch that. I stayed out of that crowd. I didn't like being in the crowd. It literally kind of scared me. Right. So when we come back, I know I love you, but I didn't like it. Like I had a lot of people who was animosity toward me anyway, because I was pretty good at getting stuff nobody else got.
They were jealous. They were just jealous.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, but whenever Lauren left, Denai actually pulled up, and the girl played Miss Sean. She pulled up and said, "Come across the street." And I'm like, oh my God, they're going to kill me over there. And Geetak's like, I got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go. I was like,
nice. You had a bodyguard.
Yeah, so I went over there and I got Denai's autograph. Oh my God, dude. That woman freaked out. I mean, talking about, she was cussing. She cussed Sean Geetak's mama out. She cussed everybody out. It was bad. And the thing was, I was actually looking out for them because I was like, hey, they're down there. They've been waiting as long as we have. Can you take care of them? I was trying to get them down there. And what they told me was, I ain't going near that damn crowd. I ain't going there at all. So they can deal with that. Wow. So, I mean, all in all, they still got Norman and Andy out of it. I mean, Norman and Andy both stopped, and they took care of them. But they were pissed because we got Maggie and Miss Sean, boy. Right. And I'm not talking about a little bit. I mean, I'm talking about if they had a knife, they probably would have slit my throat that day.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jimmy, you hooked me up for a rap party one year when we met up in Atlanta, and it was cold that night. And that was the first time I got to meet Jerry Cooper.
Yeah, we used to go. Awesome. We used to go to rap parties every year, and
Yep.
there was a friend that always hooked us up, and
Yep.
it got a little wacky.
It did.
Those were cold.
That was very cold. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm from
It's
South
worth
Georgia.
it.
It gets cold up there.
It's worth it.
It was worth it. It was cool just to see, Jimmy's world. So I appreciate him allowing me to hang out that night.
It's no big deal. It's no big deal.
Listen,
I remember. Go ahead, Miss Cindy. I'm sorry.
I said, listen to you, no big deal. That is a big deal.
He's humble. He's humble.
Yeah, it's no big deal. I mean, honestly, if anybody was to come up to me and they were nice to me, I would include them in anything.
Sure.
And a lot of those people that were mean to me, I mean, I didn't deserve it, man. Like, if you would have come up to me and say, "Hey, Jimmy, can you help me out doing this?" 9 times out of 10, I would have like, "All right, come on, let's go do it." That's how I met, you. That's how I met Dustin. That's how I met a lot of my friends now.
Right.
That were just, "Hey, man, can you make me a part of this?" And I tried really hard. And I Miss Cindy would do the same thing.
Yes, you
And I remember the year that Atlanta Movie Tours had their grand opening party, and T-Dog was there, and Cindy was back there behind the register just hanging out, chilling with Iron E. And I'm like, "Okay then, Cindy, go on with your bad self."
That's cool.
Yep.
That's cool. I missed that. I remember when that happened. I wish I could have been there.
I think I was like at his acting security that night.
Ah,
That's why Cindy was being Miss Badass behind the counter. Now I get
she
it.
was.
I get it. She was gonna get my ass.
Yeah, it's so crazy. Well, it's fun to meet them because I think over the years, and anybody will do this if you're a fan of any actor, you have this picture of them in your head, and they're not even really human.
Mhm.
Almost they're the character, and then when
Yep.
you meet them, you find out, okay, they put their pants on just like me. I'm not even worried about this. So
Yep. You're right.
treat 'em-
You're right.
you treat them just like you would anybody else, and I think they appreciate that.
Yeah, I
Hey.
think you're right.
Getting back into that one question though, on tour, what was the craziest thing you've ever seen?
On tour,
Yeah, when you were doing tours.
which
I hope none of
tours?
them- I hope I didn't do
Atlanta
anything.
movie tours. Well, Atlanta movie tours, pretty much. I remember, early on, Jimmy. And I know you'll remember a lot of this. Early on,
Okay.
People would try to sneak in with our group. Into
Yeah, I remember.
locations.
What?
Had access there. And so, and of course, it was up to me to, not let that happen. So a lot of people would get very angry with me, over that. But on tour, not, it was pretty much under control, other than people that would come up and try to join in the group, and want to be a part of it, or sneak in, or, something like that.
That's crazy.
Speaking of that, I remember I was downstairs in Morgan's apartment waiting for y'all to kind of come up where I can lock it up one day, and y'all were upstairs, and this car come up out of nowhere, parked, and that dude just took off by me and went upstairs.
I remember that.
And Cindy's like, "We need to find this dude." And by the time I went upstairs, that dude already took pictures of himself and ran down them stairs. It was fast. It was real fast. Now I can testify that they would do that tour no matter where they were. If they stopped, they would get out and take advantage of the situation.
Oh my goodness! And if we had celebrities on tour too, Jimmy, you remember when Beth was on tour with us, and we came to Harrelson, and there were people trying.
I got. Trust me, I got cussed out. They thought I was trying to sneak on the damn tour, and I was just out there in the yard. I was like, "What the hell?"
I think, Jimmy, I yelled at you one time. I didn't have my glasses on. I didn't know you until you spoke, and then I thought, okay.
It's all good. I get yelled at all the time, no matter what. I remember I was sitting there. I was like,
you try to explain to people, hey, look, if I'm being paid to keep people that haven't paid for the tour, it's not fair to the people who pay. And I have to keep these people away. And his friends, it's, then they get upset with me. They take it personal, and it's not personal.
Right.
Hell, I've been on a property case just walking through, and I'm like, "Hey, Atlanta Movie Tours over here." And he's like, "Get back!" I'm like, "What the fuck?" He's like, when she got a little close, she's like, "Oh, Jimmy, you're okay." I'm like, "Oh, now you gonna say it? Apologize."
Yeah, but I don't, if I don't wear my glasses too, I look like I'm mad all the time.
Right, right.
I had somebody, somebody on the tour one time told me I had resting bitch face, and I said, "Well, all right, thank you."
Yeah.
That was
That's
my
funny.
tip for the day.
No, I'm glad you
Wow.
talked about the paying for things because that's I've heard a lot of people complain, oh, that's too much and this and that, and to me, you just can't put a price on having the opportunity to see, especially if you're a fan, to see where everything's filmed. People like Cindy and Jimmy, they usually always have some background information, so it's always well worth it. And I always just try to support you guys, and so I just want to encourage people, to hit those tours, and you're not just doing a tour, you're supporting livelihoods, and you're supporting restaurants. So when you go out there to Sonoy, eat, support the community. So I want to encourage that because
Oh,
I
yeah.
try to do that every time I visit.
You got something to say, Miss Cindy? I'm sorry, I paused waiting for you, honey.
I said thanks. That
Oh
is an
yeah, oh
My
yeah.
pleasure.
right there.
That was kind of awesome.
Yeah.
The one of your coworkers, of all out of everybody, including Michael Jagers and everybody, who do you miss the most that ain't working with you anymore?
Oh, at Atlanta Movie Tours.
Yeah.
I miss all of them, Jimmy. And I'm being honest. I'm not just saying that. If I had to pick one person, I couldn't do it because after this many years, I just love them. I just love
Yeah.
them. They were
That's
very
cool.
good to us. Very good to us.
I'll be honest with you. I kind of miss Mike, the bus driver. He was pretty awesome. I ain't seen him in months. I was like, "Where's Mike at?"
We had Mike. We had, yeah. And for
Where is
those
Mike, man?
that don't know, I don't know if you have people, at our movie tours. We went out of business because of COVID.
Mhm.
We just couldn't run the way that it needed to run. So when they went under, Colin, Carey, Stephen Sweet, and I decided to do our own thing, and we did. And we work with Jimmy. We have combo tours. We offer all kind of tours, and between Jimmy, Colin, me, and Stephen Sweet, we've got you covered. We can wrap it up and show them anything they want to see, Jimbo. Plus
Yeah,
upcoming nights, I'm sure.
Nice.
I'm just doing my thing at this point. We hold it down there in Harrelson.
Now, is that what Water Tower Tours is? Is that what you're talking about, or?
Yeah, they're doing that, and they actually going explain a little bit better.
Yeah, go ahead, Cindy. Talk about
Explain
that.
that, Ken. Go ahead.
Talk about what? What can we talk about?
Water Tower
Water tower
Tours.
tours. I want to know about this.
Go ahead, Jimmy.
Yeah. I wanted to know about like the caravan y'all are doing. I want you to explain that because I think a lot of people don't know about that yet.
Okay. Well, with COVID-19, you have to social distance. You have to wear your mask. Now the mask, I don't feel like I am. I'm not anybody's keeper. That's on them. If you want to wear one, if you're comfortable, wear it. If you're not comfortable, don't wear it. But we decided we would do caravan tours, and what we do is just a certain number of cars, so that there's parking spaces. You can take your own family or whoever. Casey and his wife went
Oh yeah.
on the very first one. And what we do is we take you to our first location, and we get out and do a little walking tour. Everybody parks, do a little walking tour, take pictures, and then you get the address for the second site, and you can either go on your own or follow us. We all go to the next site, and we get out. So it's a 5-location walking tour. You drive yourself. If you're comfortable being in the, but we had hand sanitizer. We had water in my trunk. I mean, everybody was very, very careful with it. I know that there were some comments about some people didn't social distance or whatever, but I think that each individual person, whatever they're comfortable with, we certainly would follow guidelines, But that's the way that it works, and it's like, we're charging $55 per person.
That's pretty
Oh,
cool.
I thought Jimmy held his hand up, tell me to be quiet now. So say
No,
that.
no, no. You're good. Somebody
That's
said hey in the chat, so I'm just kind of waving to them.
So, but
I'm sorry.
that's how we do it. You take your own car,
Yep.
and usually, I think I gave. What did I give you this time on this first one, Casey? You
We
got
had a bullet,
souvenir.
and I was gonna mention that we got bullets.
Yeah,
Now-
you buy-
All right, now I'm just fucking jealous at this point.
Talk about those bullets. What were those?
No, if it wasn't for Jimmy, see, I wouldn't have known about the shell casings that they leave behind.
There
So
you
I
go.
mean, yeah, if you hit the location right, you can. I think I've got a 2-gallon Ziploc bag full right
Nice.
now.
I fully expect a bullet come Monday. I mean
Yeah,
next
we had
Monday. Just
we
say.
had
I will.
shellcasing in it from the
Yep.
show, so that was pretty cool.
That is cool. That is cool. No, Cindy, I was just telling Mr. Matt Storm hello. That's all. So,
okay. That's what happens when you have kids as I do. Somebody holds
Now, are
their
you-
hand up, you
How can
automatically
people find out?
I
How
got you.
can people find out about Water Tower Tours? Is it on Facebook or?
We do. We have a Facebook page and we have a website, watertowertours.com. Facebook
Nice.
is Water Tower Tours. Messenger, if I'm not at work, Messengers is the best way to get in touch. Just shoot
Okay.
us a message on Messenger, and we'll get you booked. We also do golf cart tours of Sonoa. Those
cool.
are $20 per person. We do walking tours. We're going to be running Black Friday. We're going to run golf cart tours on Friday. Jimmy, we do combo tours. You know this, Harrelson.
Mhm.
We do a combo of Sonoa and of Harrelson with Jimmy. I mean, we will get you. If there's a site you want to see, we've got Stephen and Colin who will do a private tour for you.
Oh wow,
I mean, we got it covered. Yeah. Oh yeah.
that's awesome. I like the wider range of variety out there, different price ranges, so that's good. Yeah, support them.
Yeah, yes,
Thanks,
sir.
Casey.
Oh yeah.
It's hard on small businesses. I mean, if somebody would have told me that Atlanta Movie Tours wasn't going to make it through the COVID, I would not have believed it. But
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I was shocked when I saw that.
Yeah, I didn't ever think they'd go under. They were literally the the biggest tour of all, and they just
Yeah.
didn't
I went
recover.
on one of their early tours. I went before they had the bus, that nice auto wrap bus, and man, they were great. Patty Carey.
I'm gonna tell you something nobody knows about. This is a secret between all of us, right? Because it's on the thing. But I never took a tour from them ever.
Really?
Nope, never did. I asked you to go one time, and you told me yeah. And I had my little downfall going on in my personal life. I never went. I never took a tour from Atlanta Movie Tours.
Right. Oh, Jimmy,
Gotcha.
Never did.
You're gonna have to go on a car tour. You can ride with me.
Yeah.
All right, I'll ride next side you and your hubby. I'll be happy to. Yeah.
Yeah,
There you go.
one of my favorite locations that they had special access to was that goat farm. Remember
Atlanta?
that? You know what it was called? A goat farm, or
Was it in Atlanta, Vato?
yeah, it was in downtown Atlanta. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
that was really cool.
That was was it at
Season 2.
Wasn't the Hunger Games location too on top of that?
Yeah, there
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Also,
Hold it.
oh yeah. I do have an event coming up, guys. When I got this on my mind,
What you
we
got?
got a Negan's #1 comic book. Oh, sorry,
What?
camera's the other way. Yes.
What?
Yeah, Negan #1.
Oh, spoiler alert! I want it.
When did that come out?
This came out a couple months ago. I can still get you one if you want one, but this is for the fans.
Casey, but
Okay.
Casey, you and I both are leaning closer to
I know, right? I'm like looking at that. Like, let me see that.
So what I'm gonna do is I want y'all to go over to YouTube, like the page, ring the bell, comment on this video when it goes live. Next week I'll announce a winner. We'll randomize it live on there, and
Nice.
let somebody win it. Casey, I'll hook you up. Come next week, I'll get you another one.
Woo!
Yeah. If they still got them, it might be my last one. I don't
Sure.
know. If they
That's
still
cool.
got them, that's all I can say. But that's being raffled off to fans, and I will make a private video of it. So, and Miss Barker said Colin's private tour is the bomb.
Okay.
Well, that's what
Everybody
she
know.
did say. Barbara, is it Barbara? Because
Uh,
she's never been with me. That's how she said.
is that what it is? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Y'all having it out?
No, she has to go on another one so she can compare.
I got you. I might walk through the tour with you on Sunday coming up. That may show me how to have something to do with. Maybe see a different take.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. You never know.
Now, I think I remember us talking, Cindy. You also do Stranger Things tour. Is that?
Yes. Stranger Things, Marvel.
Marvel.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it was filmed in Georgia, we can show you where it was.
Oh, I love that.
I'll be honest with you though.
I'm going to hit up some Ozark pretty soon.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to see some Ozark. Okay, I'll be hitting you guys up for that then.
Okay, I'll keep you posted, guys.
Nice.
Hey, also, I want to do the Smokey and the Bandit tours. What I want to do. We got to get that rolling. Huh?
You're old.
Don't give me that. Don't give me that old. No, Jonesboro, where they filmed Smokey. I'll show them the pop. I ain't hating. Look at that. Smoking Bandit right there. Yeah.
10-4, good buddy.
Yeah, I ain't worried about that. Smoking the Bandit, damn it.
That's awesome.
Mr. Matt, it's the Dead Truth podcast on YouTube. All right, guys. Mr. Casey, I'm gonna let you roll for a little while. See what you asked Miss. Yeah, I'm gonna let you roll for a minute.
All right. Do we want to? No, we already covered that news, right?
About Daryl being a bisexual.
Yeah.
He
said it, not me.
How do they know? I mean, how do people? I mean, why is that even of interest to anybody who he has sex with? That's what I want to know.
Right.
It's always been a comedian thing to me. I always thought it was funny as crap, and I used to throw it in women's face. But the thing about it is, I mean, does it really matter? No, it doesn't.
Right.
Yeah,
I joked about it too, real quick, Casey. I swear I won't take up much of your time.
No, you're good. You're good.
On the tours, I always would, the ladies, because inevitably, people, who's your favorite character on the show? Oh my God, Daryl Dixon. Oh God, Jesus, Daryl Dixon. And it was like, really, because listen, think about this. Rick didn't let grass grow under. He was killing husbands to get with wives, right?
Mm-hmm.
Daryl has shown no interest in anybody, male or female.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a little hint, when they first went to Alexandria, everybody else went to their welcoming party. Daryl went to Aaron's house for spaghetti. Remember?
Oh yeah. Bedrooms.
A little suspicious.
The bedroom curtains were moving that night. That's all I'm gonna say.
Spaghetti Tuesday.
Actually.
I said that to Ross on one of the tours when he went with us. I said, "Oh, I have a question."
Nice.
Wow, what did he say?
Was it spaghetti or was it spaghetti?
Did he plead the fifth or?
He said, "I'll never tell."
Said, you don't kiss and tell.
That right there told the story right there, boy.
I know, right? I know.
Actually, we did.
I was going to say, Cindy, do you watch Fear the Walking Dead or World Beyond?
Oh, holy mackerel! That's a loaded question. I don't.
Because Jimmy and I don't. Yeah, I'm trying to catch up. I know Jimmy's trying to catch up on Fear. I'm trying. I got a little interested when I heard Morgan was on the show and Dwight now, so I'm kind of interested in catching up.
Now, Stephen Sweet, who he's been on the show. He's also one of our guides. Stephen told me to start at season 4. Casey, I couldn't get into it after the season 1, and I just couldn't. And I feel like I need to whisper, even though this is all on,
even though it's out there.
I'm trying this out there. I haven't heard good stuff about the World Beyond.
Same, I agree. I've tried to watch it, but it's so Disney-like.
It's kiddish. It's very kiddish.
So kiddish. Yeah, and I mean, spoiler alert for those who haven't watched it. It's like 3 episodes in. I still don't think they've killed a walker. The kids themselves, and I'm like, how am I supposed to believe these kids are going to survive out there if they can't even kill a walker? Come
Do
on.
you think? Do you think that they're just after that demographic, that age group, trying to, you know?
I don't know. I didn't think that was a demographic that needed, you know,
You never know
grabbing.
now. I mean, I
Right.
just can't. I just in fear. I just couldn't. Fear the
Right.
Walking Dead. I did. I watched like 6 episodes, and I
Right.
just couldn't do it. And this one, I just thought I'm not even going to waste my time.
Yeah, I don't think you're missing it. And I'm trying to watch it. I've watched maybe 4 episodes. And to answer your question about the demographic, I just don't see them grabbing that demographic, because if you were going to reach that age group, you would be all about merchandising. And I don't see a lot of world beyond, you know what I mean? I don't see like they're trying to sell backpacks and stuff like that. So I don't think they are. I just, and I heard this is a limited series, so
Well,
2
that's
years.
good.
2 years.
right? I heard it's a 2 years limited series, so I don't know.
I think what they're doing is basically trying to bring Andy back. I think they're going to use this to do it.
Gotcha. Instead of the movie, you think maybe?
I think that's the only way they're going to have to do it. I mean, the movie got scrapped because of freaking COVID.
Yeah.
I mean,
You know
I,
what? I believe even if Andy comes back, and I'm gonna be honest with you here, I'm so invested now with Walking Dead. I'm gonna watch it until the last credits roll.
Oh,
You
same.
know,
yeah.
Same.
even if they brought Andy back, it's like I don't care. If they bring him back, they do. If they don't, they don't. For a while, I was
Right.
excited, but
Right.
now it's like,
Right. And I think it's just, I've heard a lot of people quit watching it at least a couple seasons ago. So yeah, I don't know if it's too little, too late.
Well, I mean, after the struggle of Andy leaving, I mean, the show kind of lost its luster. I mean, compared to
Right.
what it was. I mean,
Right.
it's like when we had Jericho last week, some of his fans come over here and were saying stuff about it, and it's like getting a different perspective of it. I mean, I love the show because it's part of my life, and I know it's part of y'all's lives, but
Hmm.
I mean, at what point, does the normal fan say, I had enough of this?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
well, I almost gave up like season 4. I believe it was about season 4 or 5. It really sucked. I thought it did. It was like, I'm going to have to watch this because tomorrow on the tour, somebody's going to want to discuss it. And then,
Right.
but then when it picked up now, I really enjoyed season 8 and season 9,
Mhm.
but it was, there were 2 or 3 seasons there that it felt more like a job or a chore to watch it.
Right. Right. It's
Well,
funny you say that, because whenever it gets boring, that's what I'm watching it for. I'm watching it for, ooh, do I know that location? Where's that? I
Yeah.
need to talk to Jimmy on Monday, because where is that?
but my thing is like when they actually got to Terminus, they were done with Terminus fast, and it should have
That
taken
was
way
fast.
longer. And my thing was like the March to Terminus was like you fully expected something big to be there, and it was just over with too fast.
Right. I agree.
And yeah, and I'll be honest with you, that was my favorite Rick moment. Him, going in there with that AK,
Oh yeah.
and they should have let it made it last longer.
That
My
was
other
my
Rick,
favorite Carol moment. Where's that Carol?
yeah, the one that blew shit up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, love that Carol.
What has
Now-
happened?
Exactly.
It's just I think they get too much wrapped up into what these characters are thinking instead of making them badass like we want them. I mean, that's the
Mhm.
thing. I mean, it's not. I don't expect a John Wick Carol, but at least give me something that kind of makes it worthwhile to see.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
especially
we're
with Rick and Michonne gone, and even Maggie, you really don't have that killer character.
yeah.
So
Miss
Carol needs
Barker actually asked about Little Glenn. Did y'all see Little Glenn in the little video they put on the internet the other day? Did you see Little
Oh no,
Glenn?
I didn't see that.
Yeah, if you go back on the page, I put a video up and it had a little Asian kid walking with a hat, looked just like Stephen Yu. It's
Oh,
pretty.
cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
It's pretty cool. And we love the show, y'all. Don't get us wrong. We're just trying to make it better,
Oh,
and we're
totally.
we this is part of our lives. I mean, me and Cindy and Casey literally spent 10 years invested in this, and
Hmm.
we want to make it better.
Right.
I don't want to give up on the show. Like Cindy said, I'm going to be around until the last day of it. And I think, honestly, I think we should get a big party on the last episode when they film it.
Oh, that'd be
Like
cool.
just a bunch of fans come down there to Snowy and just hang out.
We really should.
Yeah,
We should.
like a going away bash or whatever. You know what?
Yeah.
This show has been everything to us, and it's going to be sad when it is gone. And I'm right there with Baker. I make fun of him a lot, but little Baker's always over there. And little Baker. And like I said, it's gonna suck. It's gonna suck. I mean, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
I know. I've thought about that a lot too. What are we going to do when, what are we going to do? What are we going to do when this is over with? Because it's been a curse and it's been a blessing, because come Sunday nights, don't call me, don't talk to me, I will see you Monday, and it's been a job, and I have laughed, I have cried, I have felt every emotion. This show pulled, I think in all my years, The Walking Dead has pulled more emotion out of me for a show than I ever even thought was possible. I've gotten so mad I've had to turn it off.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right.
And my favorite part of going to conventions was always I always used Atlanta movie tours to put my stuff at. I've always done it.
I used to do that.
Yeah, Sydney look at me. You're like, you see that crazy motherfucker over there? I'm like, yeah, I see.
In fact, I think Sydney's watched this many times, because I'd get the signature and I'd leave it at the Atlanta Movie Tours table all the time.
Yeah, exactly what I do, man. She held all our shit for years.
She was.
That's
Always
all
watching.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no,
Man.
Cindy, I'm gonna tell you something, honey. I know, speaking from the fans' point of view, you've been a blessing for the last 10 years. We do love you. I can't say enough how many people talked about how good of a person you are. Just speaking from a fan aspect, we do appreciate you being an ambassador for us. That's coming from me. You kind of like, yeah, I know Jamie's a mama figure to me. My mama's a mama figure, and you're a mama figure. And we do love you. We love you.
Amen. I totally agree.
I am going to take the water tower tour for free, though. I'm coming up there.
You better bring a comic.
I'm going to bring something, but I'm coming.
I have met some of the best people. And I'll never forget them,
Right.
Still stay in touch.
Oh, yeah.
I remember, thank you. I'm going to cry.
That's what I started, when I started really thinking about it. And you imagine all these people we met over the years. Some of them passed. Some of them just got out of it. It's been a whirlwind, and it's been fun.
Yeah.
And just milling right out Sonoya sometimes. And hell, when I get out there sometime and nobody's there and I'm by myself, it's like, this is kind of like home to me. And I'm from Noonan, and my grandparents from Sonoya. But I feel like that's the second home, and going down there and doing stuff down there, like walking around, it's just feels like a second nature to me now.
Oh yeah.
We were so very lucky, Jimmy, to have had the early experiences that we did with the cast members and stuff back then. We something that nobody else is ever going to have. From here forward, the newcomers coming in and stuff, they have no clue what they've missed.
Right.
I'm gonna kind of tell them what they missed. We used to go down there and talk to Norman Reedus for like 30 minutes and hold a conversation and shit like that. We used to watch them actually film without them yelling and pointing fingers at you.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that was the great thing about it. And I don't think it'll ever be like that.
It's too popular. It's just too.
It won't.
Because I heard you guys were like, especially in Sonoy, by when it was Woodbury, when they had the barriers up. I remember hearing stories. You guys were like right there, like basically almost just right off camera. You know,
Yeah.
you guys are so close into
Yeah,
all the filming.
In the infamous Walker Stalker video, you can literally see Rebecca standing off and Cindy, and you had James and Eric over there, and they were literally letting the boom crane ride by them. That's how close they were.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah, I remember a lot of nights like that. But it's been a pleasure, Miss Cindy. I'm gonna have to wrap the show up.
Yeah, thank you, Cindy. It's good to see you.
Y'all, I'm so sorry I talk so much, but you know how I am.
It is
That's what
all
we need
good.
you for. You're welcome to
I
come
love
back
you.
anytime you want to. We
Yes.
love you.
Anytime. I love you guys.
Love you, Cindy.
Mr. Casey, got anything to say before I wrap it up?
No, just had a good time. It was good catching up with Cindy again. And again, yeah, support these guys. Support Jimmy. Go see Jimmy and Harrison. Go see Cindy and Sonoy. And yeah, love you guys. I know you guys are always on my list when I head up that way.
You're on my list too, buddy.
Remember to put Dustin in your prayers tonight?
Yes, absolutely.
His mama's in pretty bad shape. So, you know, Miss Kathy's a good woman. And it's pretty horrendous what's going on. So we love you guys. Until next time.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Sweet.
Yeah, that was so fun.
That is fun. I love this.
That's pretty fun.
It is fun. But y'all talk, and I'm so sorry.
Oh,
that's what we got you for, honey.
Yeah, that's what it's about.
Yeah, that's what we want.
You got what you wanted.
Got what we paid for.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. It's talking.
No doubt.
Good.